Morning, boys and girls. I'm Alex.
I'm Coach Matthew.
We were really looking forward to seeing you guys, but don't worry, we'll be seeing you guys soon enough.
So now we're just going to get into things. We're going to do a few drills. So let's get to it.
Let's have some fun, guys.
So guys, we're first going to start off with a few warm-up drills. We're going to start off with a figure 8. We're just going to go around for about a minute. We're going to have 2 markers. Just go around like this. Okay, next we're going to do some lunges. Just stay on the spot. We're going to do 10 on each leg, just like this. Okay, nice and low. So next we're going to do a few line taps and drills, and each is going to be about a minute. So we're going to start off here. So jumping left to right over the line. Okay, now I'm going to focus on just one foot. We're going to do that for about a minute. We're going to go on to the side as well. Now we're going to move on to crisscross. So one foot in front of the other and behind. Just like that. Also for about a minute. So now we're going to go side on. We're going to jump over like this. And now the last drill that we're going to do is we're just going to go quick. High intensity. So cool, guys. Now we're done with the warm-up. Now we're going to work on some drills with Coach Alex. Let's get it.
Okay, cool, guys. Now that we've finished the warm-up, we're going to move on to some coordination drills. As I'm sure you guys know, hand-eye coordination was one of the most important aspects of tennis. So yeah, let's get to it. We're going to start off bouncing 2 balls, 1 in each hand, and catching them. We're going to try catch them at about the same time, and remember to always keep your knees bent, guys. It's going to look something like this. Now the point here is not to track one ball at a time, but be trying to watch the middle of the 2 balls so you can track them both at the same time. Once you get about 20 in a row, move down to knee height. Okay, cool. Once you guys have got that under control, we're going to move to throwing against the wall. Once you throw it against the wall, you're going to let it bounce 1 time and then catch them. Remember to keep your knees bent. Okay, cool. And then once you guys have mastered it with letting it bounce, move on to with not letting it bounce at all. Try and get the helicopter pass. Let's try and get it 20 times in a row, guys. Good luck. Okay, cool, guys. Once you've mastered throwing and catching, we're going to move on to using the racket. So to start off, just keep it very simple. Let's try to get to 20 in a row without dropping the ball. Then, once you've managed that, we're going to move on to pancake. This is what pancake looks like, guys. And if you guys can master that, you can move on to something a little bit more tricky involving the side of the racket. Something like this. Now that one you guys will find quite tricky, but I know some of you guys will be able to do it. Good luck.
So guys, now we're going to do some shadowing. And now as an option, you can strap a book to your racket head. It will help as it will emphasize your follow through in your stroke and also strengthen your muscles. So now we're going to place cones 2 meters apart, and we're just going to do some shadowing like this. We're going to run, follow through, and run back. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the backhand side. We're going to do each for about a minute. So once we're finished with that, we're going to go forehand and then backhand. So we're going to incorporate both in this drill. to incorporate more of a gameplay situation, we're going to go 2 on the forehand, 2 on the backhand. And we're going to do that for about a minute. So now once we've finished our forehand and backhand shattering, we're going to move on to volleys. So for now, we're just going to focus on forehand volleys for about a minute. So now, once we've finished our forehands, we're going to go on to our backhands, also for about a minute. Now once we've finished that, we're going to go both sides, backhand and forehand volleys, also for around a minute. Now for the final drill of this section, we're going to incorporate approaching to the net.
Okay, cool guys, now that we've finished our shadowing drills, we're actually going to go on to rallying some balls. Hopefully you guys all have a wall at home that you can use. Now in tennis, we have different kinds of official balls. You get the standard yellow ball that everyone knows and is used to playing with. But then for beginners, we also have these red balls which are a lot lighter and bounce a lot lower, as well as a green dot ball which also bounces lower and travels slower than a normal yellow ball, but obviously more than the red ball. Now for your guys' demo, I understand that you might not have all access to these balls, but I'm going to use this ball as part of the demo. Okay, and to start off guys, we're just going to hit forehands against the wall. Now if you guys hit the ball too high, it's going to be difficult to control. So try and keep the ball as low as you can, and if the ball gets too high and is bouncing too high, just stop the ball and start again. And once you guys get 10 in a row, you can move on to the next drill. It's going to look something like this, guys. Now remember guys, to try and make this drill a little bit easier, you want to try keep a shorter backswing and an extended follow through. You're not trying to hit the ball hard, you're just trying to be gentle and control the rally. Also, when you're trying to only hit forehands, you got to work a lot on your footwork and be active on your feet, guys, like this. Okay, cool guys. Once we've mastered the forehand, we're going to move on to the backhand side. Same thing, shortened backswing, extended follow through. If the ball gets too high, just stop it and start again. We want to try and get to 10 shots in a row, guys. Okay, cool guys, once you've got 10 in a row on your backhand, we're going to move to alternating between the forehand and the backhand. Want to get 10 in a row again, guys. See how quick your footwork's got to be, guys, because when you're up against the wall, you got a lot less time to react, so just keep that in mind. Nice job, guys. Okay guys, next we're going to be moving on to volleys. Now volleys become a lot trickier because you need a lot more control. Now remember, if you're hitting the ball just above the net, the ball's going to come down really low and it's going to be a lot tougher. So what you guys want to try and do is hit the ball more upwards, something like this. Watch, as soon as I hit it low, you see where I'm playing the volley. It's much easier if you try and keep it high on the wall. Just a short punch. Okay, and then once you've got 10 in a row on your forehand, it's going to be trickier again. Move on to your backhands. Now don't feel discouraged if you're finding this one a lot tougher, guys, because it will be to begin with. And if you guys get really comfortable, you can start alternating from side to side. And remember, the higher you hit the ball, the easier this is going to be. Thanks, guys. Okay, cool. Thanks very much, guys. That's the lesson for today. I hope you guys found it at least a little bit challenging and found it nice to get out of the house a little bit.
Thank you so much, guys. We'll check you soon.
Sweet.